Okay, so what I wanted to do today is I got a message from an individual, a subscriber I believe, that was having some problems with Pacman. So I'm going to kind of go over the Pacman lock with you and try to show you what it looks like and more so what what to do to fix it. Now, because I don't actually have the issue myself, I'm going to have to try to generate one so that you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so with that, let me go ahead and open this up. There we go. Now right here, the location where we're in is, if you go into your root, over here you'll see all, everything in your root. The location is in your var for variables, then lib for library, and then Pacman. Okay. Now if you go into here, what you should see in here, if it is locked, it'll be a file that says db.lck. Okay. Now let me see if I can show hidden files. See, I want to make sure that this shows up if I'm able to get it done for you. What I will do is I will run Pacman here in a minute and try to do an update to see if the file pops up here so you can see what it looks like. I got no guarantees this is going to work, but I'm going to come over here and I'll even pull this over here real quick so you can kind of see what it is that I'm trying to do for you. But I'm going to do a sudo pacman -syu and then hit enter. And then there, right there, see db.lck. This is the location where that file is generated. Now what will happen is if you're running into you're getting an error where it's saying that a lock file is found or it's unable to unlock Pacman or the database or something along those lines when you're trying to use Pacman. As a matter of fact, and we'll see if I can generate the error. It's actually pretty hard to do. I'm going to go ahead and click on this and just let it go. So now it's actually trying to do the update. Let's see if I can just close this out. Close current tab. Yes. Now see, I tried to close it. There we go. And this is my screen recorder here. See, it's SCAP. But you'll see I closed the window that had Pacman running, and this is still here. Let's see if I refresh. I'm trying to remember where to refresh from. Reload. Try to reload the page. You'll see the lock file is still there. Now, I just kind of showed you how to recreate it. If you close Pacman before and you don't close it out properly while it's in the middle of doing something, it could leave this locked file. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do is, let me open up another terminal console, and let's see if it'll actually let me run Pacman or if it'll generate that error for me. So if I do a sudo pacman -syu, type in my password here. Oh, I guess I didn't get the password right. Trying to type too fast. There, see? Synchronizing package database, you get all these errors, okay? And right here it says could not lock database file exists, okay? Right there. If you get this error, that's because this is here. What you need to do is you need to get rid of this, okay? If you're unable for whatever reason to get to that, you can do it through the command line, and it shows you right here, if you're sure a package manager is not already running, you can remove, and it tells you that right there. So all you have to do to remove it is do sudo rm and then that location, var lib pacman db.lck. And if you do that, you'd hit enter. See how it disappears? Now that it's gone, I should be able to do my Pacman update. See, it created another one. And I'm going to go ahead and go through this process with you because it's not a real long installation. Lock file missing. Interesting. Failed to commit. Hang on. Failed to commit. Oh. Yeah, conflicting files. Very interesting. interesting. It won't let me do it. Errors occurred. See if it'll let me do SYY. Let it go through and update. It may or may not, but you see this lock is still in effect. It never did go away. Exist in file systems. All these things exist in the file system. Now we're going to try SU. And it says there's nothing to do. But you see how it did? It got rid of that. Alright? So, like I said, you just saw a couple things that I did. Now I'm going to try SYU. Everything should be back to normal. And it says there's nothing to do. But you see how that pops up? And then as soon as it gets to the end, it'll actually get rid of itself. I guess the point I'm trying to make with this video is don't interrupt Pacman when it's doing an update. If you do that, then you are going to you may run into this locking issue. It's not too hard to fix. You just have to get rid of the lock, and you may have to run Pacman a few times. What we just saw here is one of the best things you can do is just do the database upgrade, the SYY command here first, and allow it to finish, and then do SU by itself. Okay. Now I do also want to mention this to you guys, because apparently there was, like I said, I got a couple comments and of some individuals that were new to the Arch Linux world in Pacman that did not, I guess I didn't make this clear before. Capitalization, anytime you're in the terminal, capitalization is very, very important. This is a capital S, not a lowercase s. If you use a lowercase s here, it'll tell you that it's not a valid switch or something along those lines, because you can't use a lowercase s. It's got to be a capital S. Okay. So understand that punctuation, this needs to be a dash, it can't be an equal sign, as an example. Not that I think anybody would make that mistake, but as an example, everything matters in the terminal, so make sure you're typing it in exactly right. Okay? Or maybe not everything matters, but a lot of things matter. Put it that way. It's in your best interest, to always try to follow capitalization and proper punctuation when you're putting in any kind of code. Because more often than not, it is not forgiving. Okay, so that being said, hopefully I've answered some questions and I've shown you some things here that might help you out. If you run into Pacman locking, a locking error or something like that, try to do this. Like I said, the first thing you're going to want to do, real quick, let's run through it again, is you're going to want to delete. You're going to want to put this command in to delete the database lock. Okay, if it's there. If you can check, great. If you can't, it won't hurt you to try to delete something that may not even be there, so type that in anyway. Alright, and then when we ran the SYU command, it gave us another error, said it couldn't open this for whatever reason. It just wasn't there, and it said everything was up to date, but when it went to go do its thing, we got another one because it said the lock file was missing. So then we ran SYY to force the database update, which I think you're probably going to want to do. If you delete the lock, I think it's probably best just to go ahead and do this and start here with the capital S, lowercase y command. And then from there, you're going to, like I said, you're going to split up the database update and the system upgrade commands. You're going to do it differently. Instead of doing SYU, just do SYY first and then do SU, and that might help. Now remember, those S's are capital. So hopefully that has helped out. If you found this helpful and it's fixing problems for you, please like and subscribe. I do want to let you know about BahamutOS.com. It is up and live, so you're welcome to join us there. And with that being said, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you on future videos. Oops.